Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Stalk My Closet. Today I am sharing front open top as you can see in this pic. I have shared dhoti salwar earlier. We'll share the link in the description box if you want to check it out. To make this top I am using cotton fabric and this is 1.5 meter of fabric. So let's get started. Firstly I'll cut the back of top and for that I have folded the fabric and this is 12-inch wide. As ghera or bottom of my top is around 22 inch, so half of it would be 11 and I am adding 1 inch for seam allowance, so 11 plus 1 is 12, so I have taken this fold 12 inch. Now I'll mark the straight line on the top to trim the uneven fabric, and from top I'll mark a point at 6.5 inch. From this point I'll go 7 inch downwards and again mark a point at 7 inch downwards. Now I'll extend these points. For shoulder, take half of your shoulder width. In my measurement, shoulder width is 13.5 inch, so half of it would be 6.75 inch. And I'm adding 0.25 inch to it as my back neck is around 4 inch. For bust, I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement, bust is 32 inch. 32 plus 2 is 34. And dividing it by 4 I'll get 8.5 inch, so I have marked the point at 8.5 inch, and also I'll mark the same shoulder measurement point on this line. Now join these points. From this point go 1 inch inwards and join these points too. Now for waist, I am adding 3 inch of ease. In my measurement, waist is 26 inch, so 26 plus 3 is 29, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 7.25 inch. And for hip, again I am adding 3 inch of ease. In my measurement, hip is 36 inch, so 36 plus 3 is 39, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 9.75 inch. Now I'll join these points. I'm adding 1.5 inch for seam allowance. And here I'm adding 1 inch of seam allowance. Now I'll make the back armhole curve. For shoulder slope, mark a point half inch downwards. And neck width is 2.5 inch. Join these points. So this is shoulder slope. For length, from the top mark a point at 25 inch and 28 inch. As you can see, it's a curved bottom, so 25 inch for high and 28 inch for low. Now for ghera, I am marking point at 10.5 inch. Join these points and add seam allowance. Now I'll join the bottom in a curve shape, and I'll also add seam allowance. So this is the marking for the back of top, and now I'll cut it. So this is the back of the top. Now I'll cut the front. Now again I have folded the fabric. For the front I have taken 1 inch extra as this is front open top and I need seam allowance for that. Now I'll place the back and I'll cut it. And also I'll cut it from the center. Now I'll mark the upper body measurements. From this point, mark the shoulder as this is the seam allowance. Now I'll mark the neck and armhole measurements as I did in the back. So I have cut both front and back. Now I'll stitch it. For stitching, I'll begin with the front. I'm adding loops and potli buttons for the front opening. So firstly, I'll make it. For loops, I have made this dory from the same fabric. I have already shared a video on how to make a dory. I'll share the link in the description box. You can check it out from there. So I'm making loops out of this, like this. And for potli buttons, I am using these thermocol balls. And to wrap them, I am using this contrast fabric. I have made these buttons. It's very easy to make it. Just take a small square pieces of fabric. Place the ball. Wrap the fabric. Now take the matching thread and tie it tightly with the thread. This is it. Now trim the excess fabric and thread. So buttons are ready. Now for loops, I'll cut 2.5 inch of pieces from the dory. I have made a stitch on this side. Just fold the seam allowance and make the stitch. Now on the right side, I'll attach the loops, and on the left side, I'll attach the buttons. To attach loops, I have taken the strip of 2 inch from the same fabric. This is 25 inch length and I need loops till 17 inch. So I'll mark 1 inch point till 17 inch on this strip. I'll leave 1 inch from the top and then I'll start attaching the loops. So I have marked the points and now I'll stitch the loops. I have attached all loops with the help of pins and now I'll stitch them. So I have attached all the loops. Now place the strip on the top, right sides facing each other, and make a stitch till the bottom. I have stitched the loops and I have folded and pressed the seam allowance, and now I'll make a stitch to secure it. I have made the stitch and this is how it looks. Now I'll mark points in front of loops on this side to attach the buttons. Place the buttons on the markings and make a basting stitch. I have attached all the buttons. Now to finish this, I have taken strip of 2 inch from the same fabric, fold both edges towards center and fold strip by half. Now place the strip like this and make a top stitch. So I have attached both loops and buttons, and this is how it looks. Now I'll stitch the shoulder slopes, and then I'll finish the neckline and the armholes with the bias strip. I have finished the neckline and armhole, and now I'll stitch the side fitting seam, and after that I'll finish the bottom of the top. So my top is completed and this is how it looks. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.